Thank you, Roland. I appreciate that. I need you to go tell my teenagers how cool I am. I think that might help. We celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month every year, and we do an event around Hispanic Heritage Month to showcase some of the unsung heroes of our community. First, I'm sure everyone is grateful that we decided to move it indoors this year instead of being outdoors as we have been in the past. While our honorees will get lots of attention on our event, our reception, we want the opportunity to pause during the day and acknowledge them publicly as well. I'm glad that Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez is with me and Councilmember Christie. Ed, because he is always right there beside me at the council meetings and as we do city business. Councilmember Christie, because he has taken it upon himself to be very, very engaged with our international activities, and he does great work as an ambassador for the city and for me on our various international cultural activities. In Houston, we do live by an unspoken rule, and that is that it doesn't really matter where you came from, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what the language you spoke at birth or as a child. We honor what you do while you're here in Houston. We honor those who come in and roll up their sleeves and make Houston a better place. With National Hispanic Heritage Month, which we celebrate here in Houston, we have an opportunity to celebrate the successes, histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, from Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. You may not have heard of some of the people we are going to acknowledge today, but that's okay because they don't work to be acknowledged, they work to make a difference. These are people who have helped shape Houston's Hispanic community through their actions, from grassroots politics to public service and into our classrooms. And let me digress here for a minute and say one of the activities that we celebrated earlier this year, or I celebrated with my Hispanic Advisory Committee, was the appointment of the first ever Hispanic archivist at the Houston Public Library. Why is that important? Because we have a rich history in Houston from our Hispanic community, within our Hispanic community, and certain of those representatives are leaving us, and we have an obligation as well as an opportunity to recapture and reclaim some of the history that may have been underappreciated and certainly not well known and well studied. And so by the creation of a formal position in the Houston Library System of archivist for our Hispanic archive collections, part of her charge is to go out and gather the information, gather the records, gather the history, the photographs, the letters, before they're lost to us. We may not always have an opportunity to welcome our community heroes and our community leaders into a gathering like this and acknowledge them publicly. So let us make sure that all of the history that we can, that we capture. Now, we name our honorees through a nominations process that is then, and the nominees are then vetted by my Hispanic Advisory Committee, and they have the difficult task of sorting through the nominations and selecting the honorees. And we honor those in different areas. First, for art in the community. The honoree is proprietor of Casa Ramirez Folk Art in the Heights area. He is well known for his love of folk art and teaching others about traditions that reflect the Hispanic culture, such as Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. He enjoys hosting events that promote Hispanic writers, artwork, and social action. Our Art in the Community honoree is Marcario Ramirez. Please come forward. Join us. Our community activist is a native Houstonian who grew up in the near North Side neighborhood where he still lives and is actively making a difference for his community. His first passion is advocating for children and quality education through volunteering at Kettleson Elementary as a translator. He serves as a liaison between school administrators and parents, advocating for children, facilitating community meetings, and campaigning for political action. Our community activist honoree is Mario Martinez. Our education honoree has been a professor at the University of Houston since 1980, receiving many accolades, awards, and even a presidential appointment. He is the founding publisher of the noted Hispanic literary journal, The American Review, and is also the founder of the nation's oldest Hispanic publishing house, Arte Publico Press. Dr. Canelos is also currently the director of a national research program recovering the U.S. Hispanic literary heritage of the United States. Our education honoree is Dr. Nicholas Canelos, PhD. This is his second time in a week to be joining me down here. It's good to see him again. Our honoree for youth activists graduated from Milby High School in the top 3% of her class and is currently attending Texas A&M. In her spare time, she enjoys working with children, volunteering at the Children's Museum, and teaching Sunday school classes. Because of her environmental interests, she also makes time to help with recycling and cleanup efforts around her school. Our honoree is not with us today. She is actually at A&M in classes, and we want her to graduate because we know she will do great things when she gets out into the world of work. But our youth activist is Noemi Chavez, and she is represented here by her sister. And then finally, we have our Lifetime Achievement Award. Our honoree is a successful entrepreneur and lifelong community servant. Her volunteer service to our city includes her work as vice chair of the Harris County Appraisal Review Board, as a board member of the Houston Reed Commission, National Census Board, Houston Grand Opera, Theater Under the Stars, Greater Houston Convention and Visitors Bureau, Houston Business Council, I'm already tired, Houston Economic Summit, and Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. She has worked hard to advance the Hispanic community through her volunteerism with LULAC, where she was the first woman to serve as the Texas State Director, National Executive Director, and President of a local LULAC chapter. Our Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dolores Lolita Guerrero. Okay, all right, Lolita, come join me here, please. As our Lifetime Award honoree, let me offer you the microphone and tell you thank you for what you've done for our community. And it said lifelong, but you still have a lot of life in you.
That's right. You better
and so I know you're not going to stop, but
no,
please.
I'm not. This is a very humbling experience for me to receive this award, especially from my peers, those of all of you who I have worked with for many years. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you're right, Mayor, I keep running into you into all these functions, and yes, I'm not going to stop, but I'm very honored to receive this award, and hopefully I can continue to work in the community with each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
And of course, Lolita was a restaurateur for a long time. She helped pack some pounds on a few of us standing up here, I know. Again, sincere congratulations to our honorees, and a thank you to those who serve not only on my Hispanic Advisory Committee, but also there are many members of the Hispanic Advisory Committee who also serve on other boards and commissions and who make a difference in Houston every day.